what to do when you have giant acne scars from having really severe acne in the past, and also what to do with mild scars too. Now, I'm a big fan of videos that get to the point immediately and then get into the long talking part. So here are the treatments that I have actually looked up and found people to have high reviews of that actually work for acne scars. And here are the treatments from lightest to most severe of treatment. And I'm gonna get more into what each one is as we go into the video, but I'm just gonna list them right now. Starting with dermabrasion brush, mechanical exfoliation, retin-A, chemical peels from light to deep, microdermabrasion, laser treatments, dermapen, and augmentation and fillers, and that is the list. Now let's get into which ones are effective and which ones I have used and which ones I suggest. Now we're gonna move from the light to the medium to the severe treatments that you can do for your acne scars. So these first two are really for people with very minimal scars, like almost non-visible. Otherwise, if you have deep boxcar, deep needle ice pick type scars, these aren't gonna help. But dermabrasion brush, which is kind of like that little spinning brush you've probably seen from Clarisonic. I'm sure there are other ones, but it's just a spinning brush of fiber style bristles. It's not a metal or like a hard surface, and it just spins, and it's supposed to remove the top layer of dead skin. These may or may not work. Who really knows? For me, I had too severe of acne for this to work. So when I tried it, it wasn't doing anything for my scars. It wasn't doing anything for my acne. Moving on to the other most common light treatment for acne scars and acne in general is mechanical exfoliation. So you've probably seen this before. I think St. Ives has a brand of this. Basically like a pumice stone, or more commonly, it's like a wash or something that you use in the shower that has little tiny pieces of stone or something that's mechanically able to scrape your face as you use it. That scraping is, again, purposefully trying to remove that top layer of dead skin. And once again, this did not help me with my acne or with my scars after my acne had receded and gone away. Now, moving on to the medium list, and everything from this point on to the end has pretty much been done over and over and over and has been reviewed thousands of times by people with true acne scars as things that have helped with theirs. I'm gonna get more into it and I'll tell you guys about which ones I think are the best. Speaking of one of the best, retin-A. I suggest this for anybody that can get this, that has some serious acne scars to deal with. This is just as simple as a topical ointment cream that you put on your face. The only reason that's difficult to get is because you have to have a prescription from a dermatologist, a doctor, to get this. So you do have to go in and say what's up to the guy to get it. But what this does is you put it on your face and it actually removes the top layer of skin. It is vitamin A derivative, and it removes that top layer of skin. It helps create new layers of skin, I believe, but in that process causes your skin to even out the surface levels. That way your scars don't look as bad. Now, I have used retin-A so many times during my acne treatment itself, but especially after my acne treatment when I was trying to treat my scars, I saw a significant difference in my rolling cheek scars. Specifically, when it comes to, like, I had discoloration over here next to my ear, I had a lot deeper ones in certain areas. Those didn't really get helped much by that, but those rolling scars were really helped by retin-A. So I suggest checking that out. Chemical peels. Now, I'm kind of on the fence with chemical peels. I do know that they do work for some people, but other people kind of have this up and down experience where some people see nothing happen from it. Some people see, or at least they say they think that it is the holy grail of everything. Now, chemical peels all vary in severity of the actual chemical you're using to peel that top layer of dead skin off. Anything from AHA, which is kind of a lighter treatment that most people can use. I think you can even just buy it at the store on Amazon, no big deal. And then there's more intense ones. There's a kind of a medium version of TCA, and then there's a more potent version of the same treatment with a higher percentage of the TCA, and that is the like severe chemical peel. All chemical peels are going to cause you to have a very irritated face, very red face. Depending on how severe it is, it's gonna stay with you for multiple days. You're gonna have to stay out of the sunlight, etc., things like that. And they have medium returns, like I was saying earlier. Some people see great returns on this, some people don't, and they can go from cheap to really expensive. This one, I think you have to do your own research on to see if you think it's worth it. Microdermabrasion, and there's so much confusion when it comes to microdermabrasion and dermabrasion and like 30,000 other derivatives of the same phrase, but microdermabrasion is basically, it's kind of hard to explain, but basically they have this tiny little vacuum and this little propulsion unit, and it shoots finely ground crystals into your skin. And the reason that this is supposed to be beneficial is it shoots them into your skin, which causes damage, but all at the same level because it's shooting them at the same pressure. And then as it's shooting them down, another vacuum right beneath it is pulling them back up. So it's shooting them in, pulling them up, and then your face is just, finely ground, skin, and it allows it to grow back at a similar rate by stimulating collagen growth, etc., etc. And the thought process is that it's all going to be even afterwards. This one actually does have some good success in it. A lot of people have said they've seen some good success in this one, but again, this is not one that is seen as like the holy grail perfect thing for people with acne scars. Now we move on to the heavy, expensive, long-term, lots of side effect treatments. Now these are ones that are gonna they're gonna yield the biggest results, right? They're gonna be the most expensive though, and they're gonna keep you out of, you know, normal life for the longest. Starting with laser. Now laser was what I was suggested, and there are so many different types of laser. There's CO2, there's Fraxel, there's like 45 other ones. So again, you do have to do your own research on which type is going to be right for your acne scar type, because your acne scar type plays a lot to do with what type of treatment you do, and also what your doctor is going to think and suggest. Because what I did is I went to my dermatologist with the intention of laser, and then he turned me on to Dermapen, which is what we'll talk about. But laser shoots little lasers into your skin, and there's a couple different versions of this, and the idea is that those lasers are at such a high, I don't think it's a frequency, it's a heat. I don't know, honestly, I'm not well versed on this, but what it does is when it shoots those lasers into your skin, it causes little pits, but the pits are all at the same depth. All of these ideas are kind of the same, just with different mediums, different ways to perform it. And by causing those holes to be all the same depth, it stimulates that collagen growth, and it'll all grow back relatively even. Again, most of these treatments are not going to work the first time. You're going to have to do them over and over and over to help that evening out process get more even. Now moving on to Dermapen. Laser is very expensive compared to Dermapen. A laser treatment was going to be about 3 times the cost that my Dermapen treatment was going to be. So I ended up doing 3 Dermapen treatments. It was $350 each session. It should have been $500, but because I'm a social media person, they gave it to me for $350. So a Dermapen treatment that I was supposed to get was $500, and I did 3. So it would have cost me $1,500. A laser treatment was going to cost me $2,000. Now the best way that I can explain a Dermapen, and probably the simplest way that I can explain it, is just a tattoo gun without ink. Obviously things are a little bit different, the gauge of the needle is a little bit different, but that's the same kind of idea. They're just going to rub this little opening on a plastic pen all over your face, and in the middle of that little plastic pen are a few metal needles that are shooting straight downwards into your skin, causing you to have, again, little holes in your skin that are all the same depth, thus stimulating regrowth at the same rate. Now, this should not be confused with, and a lot of people will come up with this suggestion, Dermapen, shooting these needles in straight, is not the same as a derma roller. A roller has those same style needles that are supposed to penetrate your skin, but the problem is that a Dermapen shoots in your skin and comes right back out of it. A derma roller rolls into your skin, which causes an uneven scratch. This is what my dermatologist told me. It causes uneven scratch because it hits the surface, pulls and scratches in, and then as it comes out of the skin, is kind of scooping back out. So instead of making holes that are straight up and down, it's actually making scoops as it's rolling, if that makes sense. So he said that's actually not a good thing to do, the derma rolling. But the Dermapen, in my opinion, is pretty decent if you have the money for it. Now, something I didn't quite understand is that the Dermapen actually takes up to 9 months to start seeing results. So you aren't gonna be able to kind of judge your results in the first 6 months or anything like that. I think that's what I was doing. Now I have actually seen quite a big improvement in my actual scarring, but the thing that I think kind of proved to me that Dermapen does work in some respect is I had this very, very discolored spot next to my ear over here, and it used to be this dark purple, very dark purple, kind of looked like an old blood blister, and now it has alleviated color significantly. So I would say that Dermapen is actually very effective if you have the money for it. If you don't have the money for it, then I would go with Retin-A. If you have the money for both of them, then I would say do both of them. That's what was best for my type of scarring, and my scarring was probably about I would say like a C+ or a B- if A+ was like the most severe type of acne scar. Doing lots of talking in this video, but I really want to kind of explain each type of treatment that you can do. I don't want to leave you guys with a short video that has a catchy title without actually leaving you for information. So the last one I want to talk to you guys about, which is proven to work extremely well, but is kind of severe, is augmentations and fillers. Basically, a lot of people with ice pick deep scars, super deep scars, will have an augmentation happen and a filler that happens, and where they take that hole, right? So your skin is right here, and then you have a hole, and then you have skin, right? So they take your skin that has a hole in it, and they fill underneath it with, I'm not exactly sure what they fill it with, but that causes that hole to be less depressed by filling the space underneath it, which causes all of your scars to start to pop up. The way that they do this surgery is pretty severe. They actually stick a needle into your skin and then they kind of wiggle it around like this to release your skin from the subcutaneous fat underneath it, and then they fill it. It looks pretty crazy, but people have seen pretty good results from it. So this is one that you'll have to look into on your own, because I can't make the judgment whether this is too scary or severe for you. So there it is, my friends. Those are the treatments that I think are effective. There are so many other treatments you're gonna find. There's a lot of different remedies, and I'm not saying that those ones are bad, but I'm saying that these are the ones that I have personally researched and have seen like hundreds and thousands of people leaving reviews saying that they work. For me personally, these are the ones that worked for me. The Dermapen and the Retin-A were by far the best ones at all for me. So you should check out all of these. I hope this video kind of lays some basic groundworks for you on what you can do to help your acne scars get better, kind of empower you with some information so you don't feel so lost, because that's definitely how I felt. I felt like I was just trying to figure everything out myself and nobody really had the answers for me. So I hope that you can take this video, this information, hit Google with it, kind of decide what you think is the best approach for you, and I really hope that that treatment actually helps you, and I hope it helps get you to where you want to be with your skin. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. If you like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It seriously helps the channel out so much. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and if you haven't subscribed already, maybe subscribe and check out some of my other types of videos, from fitness to food, all sorts of other things. I appreciate you guys coming in here. Team Beyond the Week.
CT. Lift heavy or die Myron, motherfucker.
Team Beyond the Week.
CT. Lift